Hello everyone, it's Meredith. I am here with our weekend reading for Saturday the 22nd, Sunday the 23rd of December. Happy holidays if you are celebrating, everyone. We are using the Mystical Tarot today. Thank you for all your nice comments. Deeply appreciated off of yesterday's reading. Alright, let's get started. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck for us today. Four of Pentacles. A holding pattern. We're wanting to hold on to something. And I just want to say, let it go. I read something recently on the Four of Pentacles, and it was off one of my other decks. I think Wisdom of the Hidden Realm. It's such a pretty card, this one in that deck. And I think there are skunks on that card. But anyway, it's like a mother skunk with her babies, and her babies are all tucked into, you know, a little burrow, which is sweet. So that's the sweet side of the Four of Pentacles. You know, it's a nice cozy place to rest, relax, recuperate. And the fours tend to bring that message to us because they offer incredible stability, strong foundations. And this four in particular offers us a nice strong foundation within abundance, however you see abundance. Joy, happiness, gratitude, family, friends, financial even. Of course financial, because it's the Pentacles. So this card speaks to us of safe, stable foundations, being present, being in the now, looking ahead for the potential oncoming, for the potentials that you could grow in the oncoming, which is wonderful. The challenge on this card is to not stagnate. So there is something that will be revealed, I'm sure, in these cards that will have us moving, not stagnating. And if you're aware of being, if you're aware of procrastinating or some kind of stagnation in your life, this card is suggesting we take an opportunity to move it along. What steps can we take to bring energy and light back into that situation? So let's see our next card. First card. Well, there it is. Eight of Wands. Talk about movement. I love this card. It's an 8, so it's a double 4. It's super stable. So we have like a triple message there of stability. We're having coffee together. That is the best cup of coffee I made all week. And I promise you, there was an interesting path to get to this one. Anyway, Eight of Wands. That's Mercury in Sagittarius, so the communication planet with a very gregarious sign. There's fire energy here. So there's news, there's information, there's movement. And there's events speeding up. So yeah, this is connecting to this 4 really nicely to me. So so wherever we've had a stillness that was great for a while, it's time to bring some energy to it. My guides are chiming in and saying that there's an invitation here. If there's someone you haven't spoken to in a while, it's perhaps a good opportunity for you to call them. You also may be hearing from someone you haven't spoken to. They may be reaching out to you. Also, my guides are saying there is some status quo energy within certain relationships that is now inspiring. Whatever the status quo is, was, has been, there's a desire now for us to infuse it with action. That's what I feel here, and that's what my guides are talking about. This is a swift energy, and this is a strong manifestation card too. Like the Magician, it carries the message of making what you want real. Next, the Hanged Man. Enlightenment. Prayer, meditation, and enlightenment. Viewing things from a different perspective. Yeah, that fits. It's so perfect. We're taking a look at something in our 4 that that requires our attention and our energy. We're considering it, we're turning it around, we're thinking outside the box with it. It's been fine on the shelf for a while, but now it's ready to be handled. Okay, ooh, followed by the star. Beautiful. Yes, because this is part of something that has deep meaning for us. It's something that we're desiring to create, something we want in our day-to-day life. And you know, the star card has a lot to do with faith, keeping the faith. And faith is the fuel for our dreams, goals, intentions, and desires. We touched on it a bit yesterday in Friday's reading when we were speaking of, having a serpentine way of getting along our spiritual journey. There are ebbs and flows, highs and lows. And the steady in all of it is our faith. That's our fuel. The star card also, I tell you so frequently, relates to the strength card in tarot, because there are 8 stars on the card. And this woman is following her guiding star. So we had a message yesterday, or on Friday's reading, of following our hearts. I feel it is definitely moving into this reading today. And today we're taking some kind of action, or we had choices. We had the Lovers. I think we had the Two of Swords. We had choices. So we've made some decisions. And now we're contemplating the actions around those decisions. So there's movement. Beautiful. Next, Ace of Wands. Yeah, we had this card as well, I believe, in the same position. So we have the the Ace of Wands underneath the Eight of Wands. Talk about power. Divine, spiritual, passionate, creative power. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire energy here. So there's potential travel on this card, and definitely when combined with that 8, there's movement. There's beginnings, new ventures, ambition. And it's ambition to move a dream or intention forward. So this message is, set on repeat in these cards today. There's an untamed energy, too, in the Ace of Wands, which I love. I love all the cards that have the message of slightly wild, untamed spirit to them, And the Wands definitely capture that. They're all fire. And so this is about embracing our joy, embracing our wild side, and putting it in motion. So here again, we come back to this 4. Like, what's been sleeping, what's been resting, what now wants out of its cage? Consider it. And then we have, look at this, the 4 of Wands. What a beauty of a card. That's connection, communication. Another 4, so more stability. There are those of you who are looking for an opportunity to say, wow, this feels like the best possible, and to soothe the ego, safe time to make a move, make a change. The 4 of Wands, that's Venus and Aries, more fire, of course, but it's freedom, creativity, it's bliss and happiness. It's one of the happiest cards of the minor suits in tarot. There's truth and passion, higher consciousness, awareness, security, deep love, vitality. It's also about new love and expanding affection with an existing love. So we have the Hanged Man over that card. So there are those of us who are looking at this type of connection in our life with a beloved. We're ready to make a move on it. We are inspired to make a move on it. There is information incoming about our cherished relationships. I love this. So my guides are also saying that some of you are having an experience within new love, budding relationships where things have been not necessarily uncertain, but in a period of discovery. And it feels as though that period of discovery was status quo. No action was necessarily being taken. and now there is. It's something moving to a new level, a deepening, which is beautiful, And I sense a certainty coming. I'm listening to my guides. For some, it's not so much a solid commitment like we see here on this four. Like these two look like they're getting married or about to get married, or they're making a commitment, they're making a pledge to one another. That's what this feels like. Some sort of a pledge to you and your cherished person, or between you and your cherished person. You both have passion for it. It's a passion that's been building. It's had a nice, slow, steady burn, which is sweet, which means it's not going to burn out quickly. In the period of discovery, well, it's ongoing, but it's less still. I guess that's the best way to put it. It is less still. There's lots of movement here, new consideration, and a desire to talk about it, a desire to share it between the two of you. Beautiful. Next card, another wand, Six of Wands. That's victory, success, homecoming to the self. Yes, it feels as though we are more at home within our own selves, about taking what was being nurtured, cherished, nourished emotionally, and bringing it out into the light of day. There's a bit of public energy on this card. So this is something that we're all ready to talk about and discuss. To discuss between us and our cherished person. So there's a conversation coming. There's a sharing. There's an expression that is deeply reassuring to us. And if not a solid commitment, at the very least, a solid pledge. That is really sweet and beautiful. I like that message a lot. Okay, let's do one of the Romance Angel cards. And I think this is the first reading we've done in a while where we haven't had to pull extra cards. This is nice and simple, but it's a profound message. Here it is. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Yeah, a gesture. It's a gesture that's important because it's laid down within the foundation that we're seeing evolve here, that has been developing. And that gesture is one of commitment without, I don't want to say without strings attached, but my guides are saying if you were holding hands, you're still holding hands, but now you're not necessarily letting go. I don't know, I'm just reporting it, folks. It feels very sweet, it feels true, it feels like love blossoming. And I sense that the love blossomed quite a while back, and it's just this journey of discovery and not being certain, is it safe to share this or that, and we're coming out of that phase. We know something now that we didn't before, and we're ready to share it. That's beautiful. Okay. Angel Answers, your opportunity to ask a question while I shuffle and sip coffee. Okay, now we have one jumping out of the deck. If you asked a yes, no, there it is. Emphatic yes, because it has the exclamation point. Yes. And this one, no need to worry. Of course there's no need to worry. I mean, some of us do anyway, but again, that message, that card is all about the universe having your back and dreaming it big for you. You know, you're dreaming big and the universe is dreaming it bigger. And then we get, don't stop, don't quit, don't ever give up. Beautiful message. All right. Next, let's do our affirmation card from Notes from the Universe. We get change is always good. Yeah, it's not always comfortable, but it's always good. And the message is, actually, the only effective way of changing another person is by changing yourself. Yeah, you can't change other people. Don't bother. Works every time, guaranteed. Though I'm kind of partial to the way you are right now. Tally ho, the universe. Yeah, change is good. Okay. I haven't done an empowering question card for a while. And I know my sweet cousin who watches will be happy that I'm back at it. Okay, so this one's for you, cousin. We've had a lot of these, so I'm going to have to find a new one. It's funny, I seem to come to the same ones over and over again. Ooh, I don't think we've had this one. What is the most courageous thing I've done? How did I feel then? What is the most courageous thing I've done? That's a long story. And we don't have enough battery for that one. But how did I feel? Scared, afraid, tentative, thrilled, excited, delighted, and at home in my own heart space. I think that may be the most courageous journey we all take. Yeah. All right. Well, what a nice weekend reading. So again, happy holidays if you're celebrating, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your lovely comments over the past few days. Deeply appreciated. I feel the love. And I wish you joy, happiness, lots of laughter, connection with the people you cherish the most. Peace, everyone. I'll be back soon with the next message.